Hey, Logan here. We're going to go through a quick little guide today just to basically show you how to get from the beginning on in Poppable to 100. And here we go. Let's just jump straight into it. So what we're going to do is it's going to be down to a basic guide. So we're going to be putting down basic hero that people have from the start. We can use our free monkey as well. Just chuck him down there. And we want to be using Brambles as much as possible. So our next stage, once we've got this hero down, we're going to be looking at focusing to get the ninja up and running. And what we want to do is we want to max out the ninja and an alch to begin with before round 40 so that we can easily deal with the Moab. So we'll get there. So we can get our ninja down, pop him there. The reason why we pop him here is he's out of range at the moment. However, once we get the one on it, the ninja discipline, we should be able to reach that lane. So, and once you get Seeking Shuriken, it should bounce down the lane, which is going to be helpful. So now we can. And the nice thing about using Oben is the fact that he can pop lead. So we don't really need to worry about getting our alchemist down super quick. Because he can cope with them. So we'll take Seeking and we'll pop our Brambles down again. So this method will work for most single tracks. I have used this method on all of the single tracks all the way through to chimps. What I would say is with chimps you have to do it slightly different. You have to actually start off with a few little monkeys all over the place just to control the first few phases, and then at which point you then get your hero down and then move into the ninja phase. If you have Suda, then by all means use her. She's a lot more powerful. The only thing with that one is you need to make sure that you've got your alch down for her, and then it will cope basically. So we go double shot. And we keep just buffing this up until we get to 3,300. What I will do is I'll jump straight to that point so then we know where we're at and what's going on. Welcome back. We are coming up to that point now where we're going to get it, so we will purchase it. We've got our first round of leads, so as you can see, nice and easy, we don't need to worry about them at all. And we'll get drops. Okay, so that's our ninja done. Now what we want to do, we've got two options here. We can either start looking at going for the alchemist, which I would strongly recommend we do, because it just increases popping power. And we're going to go large potions. And we need to make sure that we get both of these by around 40. Or near enough basically, so that we can deal with the first Moab. We've got Brambles still. By all means keep using Brambles. It's not necessary. I have tested this without using Brambles and it does work. You can get away with just using the method to upgrade them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video and jump straight to the bit where we get to upgrade our alchemist to max, and then we'll look at doing the next one. So we're back now and we are starting to get to that point now where we can get our stronger stimulant, and we've got that, and we're only on round 38, so we're well ahead. We're good, we're in a good place, so we can take faster throwing. And then we can take acid balls, and then we're going to look at our next tower. So our next tower is going to be the tack shooter. So ideally we want the tack shooter to have as much ground as possible when shooting. So we're going to take that and we're going to go all the way to the bottom, all the way to the top there. So we've got 2, 0, 3 at the moment, and then the next point of call will be to upgrade this one to the tack zone. So I will be back once we've got that to attack zone. See you in a bit. So we're just coming up for the attack zone now, so we've got the attack zone in place, and we're going to be looking at the next upgrade for the attack zone. At the moment it does a lot of damage, which is great, but we want it to do more. So we're looking at the village here, and what we're going to do is we're going to try and get our village as close to the attack zone as possible. So let me get it there, and that's got the attack zone in range, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go to jungle drums and make it shoot faster. So, and we want to get the radar scanner so the tac shooter can actually see them. Now, a good point of reference is to actually start using the trees, popping them down, because it's going to help us in the long run. We're going to get quite a lot of money from it, which is nice, and it takes care of some serious balloons. So we then take our intelligence, so now the attack zone can see stealth, which is really good. And we're going to go monkey training, and then we're going to go primary mentoring in a minute when we get there. And then we're going to focus on the next tower after that. So the next tower after that is going to be our perma spikes and our alk. Okay, so that's purely for the DDTs, if any get past. The attack zone will deal with quite a few of them, but if there's too many it will get past. So we're going to take that. So that's now got its maximum range. You can see when it's shooting how much it actually does. It's just obliterating everything, which is lovely. So then we're going to go down with our attack zone. Now what we can do is here we can actually get our attack zone in range of our village. What we don't want is we don't want the spike in front. The spike in range of the alk, because it's going to have its own alk. So we're going to take all the way down to the bottom and in the middle, and there. And we're still absolutely fine. Attack zone, everything pulling their own weight and actually doing what we need. Pop the tree down again. We'll just make sure that we keep that tree down. It's going to absorb some, which is always going to be helpful. So what we can do is we can start with the alk as well. So we're going to be doing both of them at the same time, because we actually don't need this until way down the line. This is going to be a last resort sort of thing. It's our last event. The main thing is our attack zone is going to be doing the work for us. So what I'll do is I will catch you in a minute when they're done. Okay, so we're going to purchase the perma spikes. That's the final upgrade. So maxed out our alchemist and we've maxed out our spike factory. So now we're going to have some spare cash. We can chill out for a bit and not worry, but what we're going to do is we're going to look at building a lovely frost monkey. We don't want it in the range of the alchemist, because we want the alchemist to be doing the 3, not the 4. So we're going to put it at the back here behind the spikes. The reason for that is because we're going to go for icicle impale. Once we get icicle impale, what it will do is it will slow things down about here in range of the spike, and the spike will get longer to kill them and more damage, which is what we want as an output. So I will see you again once that's done. So here we go, we've now got icicle impale up and running. So you can see already it's starting to slow those down, which is what we want. We want them to stay there as long as possible. Now after here, normally what I would say we need to do is we need to give this spike factory at least jungle drums, but because on this sort of map you can get away with positioning, you can actually get your perm spikes to have it. Some of the other things that you can do is you can look at either starting to build overclock on your engineer monkey. But what I like to do is I like to get one sniper, so we're going to put one sniper just up here, out of the way, and we're going to go the top lane at the moment. See, some are starting to get through. We're going to take that and we're going to put him to last, and we're going to take faster firing. So what he's going to do is he's going to create a stall for us to allow us to not worry about one of them, which is really good, because there's only so much the tack shooter can hit within its range. If you get 2 or 3 in the way, then it's not going to work. So what we can do is we can now switch it back to strong, so he'll go over to the front and first, so that we can start the ball rolling on this one getting to us. So it's going to stall out, and we'll pop him back on last. The other thing is, what we can do is we can look at putting some cannons down here, so we get some nice early damage on the bad when it comes in round 100. It's not going to be much. Majority of the damage is going to come from these 4, but at least then it will take some damage. So the other nice thing about having stall is, if anything does get past, it gives the perma spikes chance to replenish. What you can do is you can change perma to smart, at which point it will stack them all, but it's not really necessary for a single lane track. You need to, for a dual lane track, then yes. So we're going to go down here, and we're going to take bigger bombs and heavier bombs, and you can see here we're just creating a lovely bottleneck for them all to filter through, slowly but surely taking that damage and blowing up. So you can see now someone's starting to get through, but it's not to worry about, because we've got our perma spikes, and that's the whole point of the perma spikes, is to actually stop that. So at the moment the wonderful sniper monkey is slowing that one down, so we don't have to worry about it. And here comes round 99. So here comes the reinforced DDTs, which are no problem, because as soon as they're frozen in that place, there's not much we can do. We can pop our ability there, and pop our abilities, and we're just doing a little bit of damage on the Moab. We can then pop another cannon here, and we can do the same again, just to get a little bit of damage on it. And we can pop both of these. So you can go see, it's gone through there, and bye bye, that's it. As easy as that. This tactic will work on most single track maps. Sometimes you need a little bit of rearrangement on positioning, so it's just dependent on whether or not the tack zone can get enough space and coverage. What I will say is, I have tried this on some dual lane tactics maps, and it does work, so feel free to try it. I can show you quickly now the maps that I've actually done. Oh, we get to collect. Ooh, some more instants. So we go back and we go play. So this tactic worked on all of these, and this, and these. It also worked on Balance, Adora's Temple, and the Carts and Darts, Downstream, Cracked, Steam Bed, and I have been starting to use it on Rake. However, Chimps mode is where I'm at the moment. I haven't started to do these two yet. It's a little bit more difficult. It's finding that right position for that tack zone, but we'll get there. I really hope that take the time to watch this video. It's really helped you out, and it will help you get some of your black borders, like it did with me. I learned a lot of this stuff from over on Twitch with my viewers, where people have been teaching me and showing me how to play this game. So if you want to see more, join in with some co-ops, please come and visit me at twitch.tv/JakeLogan21. You're always welcome there for co-op, whatever your skill level, whether you're a master or just beginning. We all have to start somewhere, so I'll see you then. Hopefully, thumbs up, and also if you liked the video, please subscribe by hitting the button just below, and we can grow together as a channel and look at new ways of more exciting ways to make new videos, especially on guides on balloons. So for now, I'll see you in a bit. Have fun!